Aquarius. Do you feel it? Something in the air just shifted, and it's not your imagination. The energy around you has gone silent, almost too silent, like the universe is holding its breath before something massive unfolds. You've been catching chills for no reason, waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. with your heart racing, hearing your name in places where no one called you, seeing the same number, 119, again and again, on clocks, receipts, and dreams. That's not random, that's not anxiety, that's the signal. For the next 72 hours, heaven is setting a stage, not for everyone, but for you, the Aquarian chosen one. These next few days aren't ordinary, they're sacred. You're about to receive 3 divine warning signs, each one more obvious than the last, leading straight to October 19th, the day your destiny unlocks. But here's the secret they won't tell you. The universe doesn't send signs to the distracted. It sends them to the awakened, the ones who dare to look deeper when others scroll past. So if your body's been buzzing, if you've been feeling emotional for no reason, if you've been losing people, plans, or patience, don't panic. You're not breaking down. You're breaking open. This is the omen before destiny. The energy is rearranging your timeline. What looked like rejection was actually redirection. What felt like endings are really entrances to your true path. But here's the twist, and it's the part most ignore. If you dismiss even one of those signs, the portal may close before you reach it. And once it closes, the opportunity won't return until the next cycle, years from now. So listen carefully, Aquarius. Every strange coincidence, every sudden silence, every dream that feels too real is part of the divine countdown. Heaven isn't warning you to scare you. It's warning you to prepare you. You're not being haunted. You're being summoned. This is your moment to wake up before your miracle arrives. October 19th isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a spiritual timestamp written in your soul contract. The destiny gate opens only for those who notice the light before the explosion. Don't ignore the signs. Watch carefully, listen differently, and remember, you were chosen for a reason. Comment below. Type, "I see the signs," if this message already touched your spirit, because your countdown to October 19th has officially begun. Aquarius, have you felt it? That strange silence lately, the one that doesn't hurt, but somehow feels holy. The text stopped. The phone barely rings. People who once needed your energy suddenly disappear. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. Heaven does this before every elevation. It clears the noise so you can finally hear yourself. You call it loneliness. The universe calls it alignment. Cut to slow motion visuals, a glowing moon behind clouds, reflections in water, silhouettes fading in mist. When God is about to reveal your next chapter, He removes every actor that no longer belongs in the scene. That's why certain friends went quiet. That's why the conversations feel forced. Your frequency is shifting, and their energy can't breathe in this new air. Aquarius, isolation is not your curse. It's your cocoon. You're in the sacred in-between. No longer who you were, not yet who you're becoming. That's why you've been restless. That's why sleep feels heavier, dreams feel louder. You're being recalibrated for something your old circle could never carry. But here's the twist. It's not people leaving you. It's their energy being removed to protect your frequency. The universe saw the conversations made behind your back. It saw the jealousy hidden beneath the compliments. It saw how small you kept yourself just to fit their comfort zone. So, one by one, heaven started cutting cords you didn't have the strength to cut yourself. And suddenly, you wake up to silence. But silence isn't absence. It's instruction. In that quiet, you'll hear what the noise was hiding. You'll feel what destiny's been whispering. Cinematic visual, a single figure standing under moonlight, wind lifting their hair. Don't chase what's walking away. Don't question what's fading. Every disappearance is divine choreography. You are asking for expansion, and expansion requires space. Aquarius, you've outgrown rooms built for your past version. You can't shrink back to comfort when your spirit's been upgraded to command kingdoms. So if you're wondering why you suddenly crave solitude, why crowds drain you, why your old hobbies feel hollow, it's because your soul is detoxing from distraction. You were meant to move different, think deeper, and glow quieter. Heaven hides you before it honors you. You're in the waiting room of greatness, and the longer it's quiet, the louder your next chapter will sound. Let this chapter remind you, solitude isn't punishment, it's prophecy. The people who vanished weren't your loss, they were your protection. They couldn't handle the version of you that's about to be revealed on October 19th. And when that day comes, Aquarius, they'll watch the same silence they mocked become the miracle they can't explain. Comment Q, engagement. Have you noticed people disappearing right before something big happens? Drop yes if it's happening now. And if you understand that isolation means elevation, type Aquarius, I'm protected, not rejected, in the comments. Your solitude is sacred, Aquarius. Guard it, because the next vibration you step into will not just change your surroundings, it will rewrite your story. Aquarius, this is where the universe starts to test you through mirrors. You'll notice the same arguments repeating, the same frustrations showing up in different faces. You'll think, why does this keep happening to me? But the truth is, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Because every insecurity, every delay, every rejection, they're not attacks. They're mirrors. They reflect the places inside you that still need healing before heaven hands you what you've been praying for. The mirror doesn't lie, Aquarius. You asked for growth, and growth requires confrontation. You wanted abundance, so the universe is showing you your fears about not being enough. You asked for love, so heaven is exposing the parts of you that still settle for less. You prayed for success, so life is revealing your procrastination, your doubt, your hesitation. This isn't punishment, it's preparation. You'll look around and see your energy mirrored back in people. That impatient co-worker? A reflection of the urgency you hide. That manipulative friend? A reflection of the boundaries you still don't protect. That silence from someone you trusted? A mirror of your own avoidance of truth. Every experience is a classroom. Every person is a mirror. And the lesson right now is self-recognition. You're not battling enemies anymore. You're battling echoes. Aquarius, the universe is showing you what's been blocking your breakthrough. Look deeper. What are you defending that's keeping you stuck? Is it pride? Fear? The need to prove something to people who already decided not to understand you? These reflections are invitations, not judgments. They appear when your soul is ready to graduate from repeating cycles. But here's the twist. The enemy isn't outside you anymore. It's the doubt you keep defending. Every time you say, maybe it's not meant for me, that's the old self pulling the brake. Every time you delay your calling because you feel unseen, that's the mirror winning. Every time you compare your path to someone else's, you're arguing with your own reflection. You've been through battles that should have broken you, but they didn't. Now the only battle left is within, and that's the most sacred one of all, because once you conquer the reflection, no weapon outside you can reach you. Heaven isn't asking you to be perfect, it's asking you to be aware, to see yourself honestly, to heal the hidden cracks before destiny's light pours in. Remember, mirrors can be harsh, but they're also holy. They reveal not just your pain, but your potential. They show you who you've been and who you're becoming. This is the test before October 19th. the final reflection test. Heaven is watching how you respond to your own patterns. Will you react or will you rise? Aquarius, when you finally stop fighting the reflection stops fighting you. That's when clarity hits. That's when peace floods in. That's when the miracle finds its entry point. You've always had divine power. You just forgot where you hid it. Now every mirror, every moment, every trigger is leading you back to it. So when the next challenge comes, breathe, look at it. Don't run, don't repeat. Say to yourself, this is not against me. This is me showing me what's next. That is mastery. That is awakening. That is how the chosen ones evolve. Soft whisper, almost prayer-like. The mirror didn't appear to shame you. It appeared to show you that you're ready for your upgrade. Retention twist, final echo. The real villain was never your enemy. It was your unfinished healing. Now, Aquarius, step closer to that mirror one last time. Smile, because the version looking back is finally strong enough to step through it. Comment Q, engagement. Comment, I see my mirror, if you're ready to face what's been hidden. And drop no more repeats if you're done reliving old lessons. Fade out, heartbeat slows, mirror fades into white light. Aquarius, time is speaking to you, not through words, but through codes, through numbers that repeat, clocks that freeze at the same moment, dreams that replay like a loop. Everywhere you look, the universe is whispering in sequence. 119, 333, 1111. It's not random, it's revelation. These are divine timestamps, signals from realms beyond logic. Each one marks a checkpoint in your awakening, counting down to something cosmic, something called the Destiny Gate. The universe communicates in patterns because your spirit understands vibration, not language. That's why you see the same numbers right when you're doubting yourself. It's the universe saying, don't fall asleep now. The miracle is closer than you think. Every repeated number carries a message. 119, the portal preparing. 333, divine alignment, your angels are nearby. 1111, the gateway between thought and manifestation. When these signs appear, stop, breathe, because in that second, heaven is syncing your timeline with destiny's frequency. Aquarius, this is your cosmic countdown. Every dream, every déjà vu moment, every strange coincidence is part of the final alignment before October 19th. The date isn't just symbolic, it's energetic. Something will shift that day. A veil will lift. The Destiny Gate, a spiritual opening that only the awakened will feel, begins to hum in resonance with your soul. But here's the twist. Not everyone who dreams the gate will be allowed to walk through it, because this isn't about belief, it's about readiness. The gate opens to the vibration of truth, not the noise of hope. If you're still holding bitterness, fear, or guilt, the energy won't match. You'll see the signs, but you won't enter, because the gate responds only to frequencies of surrender and faith. That's why the universe is sending you these codes now, to prepare your energy. It's heaven's way of saying, clean your vibration before the call arrives. Dreams are repeating because your spirit's rehearsing the moment. Déjà vu is increasing because your future is brushing against your present. Every flash of recognition is a sign that timelines are merging. And if your heart races every time you see a number, that's confirmation. Your intuition is decoding divine mathematics. This is not superstition, Aquarius. It's synchronization. Heaven communicates in numbers because truth hides in patterns. Those who dismiss them stay in delay. Those who decode them unlock destiny. So tonight, when you see 119 again, don't shrug it off. Pause, smile, whisper, I'm ready. Because that number isn't haunting you. It's summoning you. The countdown is nearly complete. And when October 19th dawns, the gate will glow, searching for the ones who recognize the code. The question is, will it recognize you? Comment Q, engagement. Have you been seeing 1, 19 or 333 lately? Comment the numbers you keep seeing. If your spirit's been decoding the message, type, I'm ready for the gate. Close and whisper. The countdown isn't to scare you, Aquarius. It's to prepare you. Heaven is aligning clocks with your courage, and when they strike October 19th, destiny opens its door. Aquarius, you've noticed it, haven't you? After all the signs, the chills, the numbers, the dreams, suddenly it's quiet. The universe that once shouted clues is now whispering nothing at all. No confirmation, no movement, just stillness. A silence so deep it almost feels like abandonment. But this is the final test before your October 19th miracle. Right before a miracle, heaven pauses the noise. Right before the gate opens, God removes every echo. You'll feel disconnected, lost in a strange calm chaos, not because you've been forgotten, but because you've been approved. That stillness you're feeling, that's the stamp of divine confirmation. When you can't hear God, that's when He's building the bridge. When you can't feel progress, that's when heaven's adjusting your timeline. Aquarius, don't mistake quiet for punishment. It's the proof that your frequency has reached completion. The silence isn't a void, it's a signal. The pause before applause, the darkness before dawn. Because every destiny has a silent stage, the sacred moment when your energy finishes its transformation. No more noise, no more confusion, just vibration aligning itself. And here's the truth most people never understand. Before miracles manifest, energy must stabilize. The universe doesn't move through chaos, it moves through clarity. So it quiets your surroundings, removes distractions, and dims the lights. That's why your phone stopped ringing. That's why no one's texting, what's next? That's why your emotions feel blank but peaceful. You're standing in divine suspension. The eye of your storm, it's the space where prayers are no longer words, they're frequencies. Where destiny no longer approaches, it arrives. But here's the twist. Silence isn't absence, it's activation. You're not being ignored, you're being initiated. Heaven is testing your trust when it removes your evidence. Will you still believe when nothing is talking back? Will you still move when the path looks invisible? Because if you can stay faithful in the quiet, you prove that your faith wasn't for show, it was for substance. Aquarius, this moment is sacred. It's the last inhale before your breakthrough exhales into the world. When everything goes still, say these words out loud. My silence is my ceremony. My peace is my proof. Because the universe hears energy louder than words. Every calm breath tells heaven, I'm ready. When October 19th arrives, the same silence that once scared you will transform into sound, applause, alignment, arrival. The stillness will break into confirmation. The waiting will turn into witnessing. So don't rush this quiet, don't run from it, sit inside it, because it's not empty, it's electric. This is not the end of your story. It's the pause before destiny presses play. Engagement. Q. Drop I won't doubt the silence if you understand this final test. Comment, my silence is sacred if you're waiting in faith, not fear. Aquarius. The silence isn't the absence of God. It's the sound of your miracle being signed. Aquarius. The wait is almost over. October 19th isn't just another day on the calendar. It's the unlock date of your destiny. Every sign, every silence, every sleepless night was counting down to this. The destiny gate is preparing to open, and it won't respond to noise, ego, or effort. Only energy. It will recognize the vibration of authenticity, truth, and faith. When the sun rises on October 19th, heaven will scan for those whose frequency matches their prophecy, not the loudest, not the most perfect, but the ones who stayed faithful in the dark. Aquarius, you are one of them. You have walked through storms without an umbrella, believed in miracles when there was no proof, and carried light in rooms that tried to dim you. Every tear you shed became ink for your prophecy. Every betrayal became fuel for your arrival. The universe has been documenting your endurance, not your mistakes. That's why this gate was delayed, not denied. Heaven wasn't ignoring you. It was building a stage big enough to fit your purpose. Do you remember every rejection that broke you? That was heaven's way of redirection. Do you remember every heartbreak that hollowed you out? That was making space for divine partnership. Do you remember the silence that scared you? That was God tuning your spirit to his frequency. Now, every invisible struggle is about to become visible victory. Because October 19th marks your energetic graduation, the universe is about to return everything you lost, not as it was, but as it was meant to be. They'll say you changed overnight, but you didn't. Heaven just pressed unmute on your destiny. The blessings were always there, waiting for your frequency to rise high enough to hear them. This is that moment. The destiny gate will not open for fear. It will open for faith. And when it opens, every delay collapses, every lie reverses, every no turns into undeniable proof that you were chosen all along. This is your public reversal season. Your name will be mentioned in rooms where you were once rejected. Your light will trend in spaces that once ignored you. Because God's timing isn't about when you're ready. It's about when the world can no longer function without your truth. Aquarius, you are the evidence that divine timing is never late. The prophecy didn't skip you, it waited for you. You've been tested, silenced, refined, but never denied. Now, as the moon aligns with destiny's gate, all that energy you invested in pain is about to return as power. You will see signs multiply. Doors that were locked will open as if they've been waiting for your touch. People who overlooked you will realize they misjudged a miracle in progress. And when that happens, stay humble, stay aligned. Because October 19th isn't a finish line, it's an activation point. From that day forward, your words will manifest faster, your intuition will sharpen, your presence will carry weight. You won't chase, you'll attract. You won't explain, you'll embody. You won't look for signs, you'll become one. Every chapter of pain now becomes prophecy. Every ending becomes evidence. Every wound becomes a window where heaven's light pours through. So tonight, whisper this affirmation into the silence. I am not waiting for my destiny. I am my destiny. October 19th is not coming to me. It's coming through me. Because when you speak that truth, the gate listens, and the universe responds, access granted.